How's it going, orthos? Nathan Pearson here from Smile Pro Marketing. Super excited to present this free training to all of you today. Now, in the next 10 minutes, what we're going to be going over is a big issue that a lot of orthodontists face. And that issue is they're trying to scale their practice. And the way they do this is by increasing the amount of treatment starts that they're getting month over month. And the way they increase treatment starts is typically by putting out some type of marketing dollars to try to increase treatment starts. Now, the problem is it's really hard to track and understand if the marketing dollars that you're putting out are actually positively affecting the bottom line of your business. Because if you're not getting a positive ROI on the dollars that you're putting out, then it simply doesn't make sense. Now, I know that's obvious to you, but what we're going to be covering today is three things. Number one, we're going to be talking about why it's critical to be on social media and what digital channels you should be focusing on the most to actually convert people to treatment starts. Number two, we're going to show you the actual system on social media and when it comes to digital ads that actually get people to come in that are pre-qualified to start treatment. And number three, we're going to be talking about how you can track your ROI. Because like we said, if you're not getting a positive ROI, then it's something that you probably shouldn't be doing. Now, let's start off with a couple of stats that are really important to understand. And I just want to start off by saying if your office is not on social media, then it doesn't exist. Okay, we have to adapt to the current environment. 82% of people have actually shared that social media has increased, their consumption has actually increased over the past year from 2022 to 2023. And in addition to that, 74% of people are actually sharing that social media is their main tool for brand awareness and a shopping platform for local services. Okay, so what does that mean? If you're not actively on Facebook and Instagram, you could be missing out on a lot of opportunity. And what we're going to be talking about today is really important. But as we talk about it, I want you to think to yourself, like, how are we doing with our social posts, right? When it comes to Facebook and Instagram specifically, how are we posting? Is it high quality posts? Is it things that blend in with the feed? Are we doing it consistently? And are we increasing our brand awareness? Because if we're not, then we're, like I said, missing out on a huge opportunity. So just kind of be thinking about that as we go throughout this today. Now, when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, let's start with how not to market on Facebook and Instagram, because a lot of orthodontists make this mistake. And what that mistake is when they're marketing on Facebook and Instagram, they are trying to drive people to their website or external landing pages. Now, what happens is when you do this, on average, only 3% of visitors actually convert. And so as we've been talking to orthodontists and working with orthodontists over these past years, like we've discovered there has to be a better way. And let's talk about what that better way is. And the better way is you keep them within the platforms of Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so this is how you properly grow your practice and scale treatment starts month over month by using digital channels. Now, here's some examples of different ads. And what's really important when it comes to your ads is that you're blending in with the feed. Okay, people don't come on social media to be advertised to. They come to be entertained. And so if you're not blending in with the feed, then people are going to scroll right past you. So it's really important that you're using photos of your practice, of your staff, the doctors there, patients, because it's going to blend in better, right? And if you don't have a lot of photos and you have to start somewhere, right? Start taking photos. If you need some more generic photos, that's okay too. But as long as you're making it blend in, that's what's important. And you'll see here circled in red is a call to action button to book a conversation or start a conversation or to book an appointment. And we're going to talk about how you can actually get people to start a conversation with you or to book an appointment. Now, we're going to start off with the three most important steps. Okay, step number one is you identify your target audience and you map out your zone. Okay, as a doctor or a staff member, you know what areas are that you need to target. You know how far people are willing to drive to come into your office. You know maybe certain zip codes and what zip codes are going to convert better into treatment starts. You know those things. And so you need to map out that audience. What is your ideal audience? And you need to build that out so you can build it within the digital channels. Number two, you need to use real photos. As I just barely talked about, you want to blend in with the feed. And I would suggest posting minimum at least 5 per month. If not, do it way more. But as long as you have 5 a month and you can run ads off of those photos, then you're in a good spot. And step three is keep the leads within Facebook and Instagram and ask qualifying questions to actually increase conversion rates. Okay, this is really important because a lot of the times you might have a system set up that just gives you a list of random leads with a name and a phone number. That doesn't do you any good. You end up chasing a lot of leads, and it's better to weed them out up front because you're going to save a lot of time. So let's actually talk about what that looks like. So here's two examples. On the right, we have a lead form. On the left, we have a chatbot. Both are good. We specialize, and kind of what makes us stand out is our automated chatbot, which I'll talk about here in just a second. But the most important thing is that you're asking qualifying questions that, like I said, helps weed people out. Now, let me show you an example of what this looks like. So I'm going to play this video right now. So when someone sees an ad on Facebook, this is something that we call our cost calculator, and they're curious, just, hey, what would it cost to get braces if they're interested? What this is an automated chatbot that actually takes them through a series of questions to help qualify them as a patient. And you don't have to lift a finger to do this. And it gathers information such as who's the treatment for or the consultation for, what are they comfortable putting down, what type of monthly payment are they comfortable with, promotions that we're running, what days work best for them. Now, I'm not going to play this whole thing for you, but hopefully you get the idea, right? You're asking qualifying questions up front to weed some of those people out. And this is something that is very, very crucial to do because, like I said, it's going to save you a lot of time. Now, after you have that system in place, the next step is follow-up, okay? If you are not following up with your leads and if you do not have a good follow-up process in place, then you're going to be losing out on so much potential revenue. You can have the best ad in the world, but if you don't have a good follow-up system in place, it's not going to be a good time for you. Now, the best way to do this is to have some type of software in place that helps automate your follow-up. We know you're busy. We know your staff members are busy. And so, for instance, we use a software. It's our own software called Simply Lead. And what it does is it actually helps track the dollar amounts coming in. It sets up automations to send out text to book appointments based off of people who've clicked or engaged with ads. And so all you have to do is confirm that they want this day, set up the specific time, rinse and repeat, and you have good quality people. And then finally is tracking this people. Now, this is like that Simply Lead software that I was just talking about. And in here, what you'll see is as people are coming through the funnel, this is a really easy way that you can drag and drop people to see people who have opted in to the campaign or to the ad and who've actually set appointments for consultations, who are pending treatment, and who've actually started treatment. And what's so great about this is it's such a simple way that you can track the different campaigns that you're running, who's converting well within those campaigns, and if you're getting a positive return on your investment within those campaigns. And this is what really helps you make those decisions on what you should keep running with and where you should make adjustments. What's also so great about this software is it makes conversations easy, the follow-up easy, like I talked about, but there's also other things like reputation management in here that helps sends review requests to all your current and previous patients to boost your rankings on Google and Yelp. And what this does is it helps with the organic part of it as well. Because really where you're going to be winning is when you have a good mixture of organic search and growth on Google. You're running digital ads on where most of the consumers are, which is Facebook and Instagram. And when you combine all of this, this is where you're going to have the best results to actually scale your practice and scale the amount of treatment starts month over month. Now, this is our very brief version of what the system is and how we can help and how you can actually take this and copy it for yourself as well. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If this is something that you'd be interested in learning a little bit more about, please feel free to book a call. We would love to have a quick 15, 20-minute conversation with you to talk a little bit more in depth of how you can do this for your own practice to increase the amount of treatment starts that you're coming in. Hope this was quick. Hope this was helpful. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much.